This is the world's most overcrowded prison, where there's not even enough space to sleep. And why did one woman leave her $2 million fortune to her dog instead of her own children? And have you ever seen how a whale feeds milk to its baby? Stay till the end to discover all these amazing facts. This is a prison in the Philippines, which is an extreme example of overcrowding. Philippines prisons are considered among the most crowded prisons worldwide. There is a lack of space and facilities in the prison, and prisoners literally do not even get space to breathe. Everywhere there are just people, no proper bed, no personal space, just have to survive. Number 15. In America, if you are black, your chances of drowning are many times higher compared to white people. According to a research, out of every 100,000 people in America, about 36,000 black people do not know how to swim. Whereas among white people, this number is around 6,900. Because of this, a big difference has also been seen in drowning risks. This is the reason why experts talk about putting more emphasis on swimming education and water safety. Number 14. Have you ever thought that the milk of the world's largest animal, the blue whale, contains about 50% fat? Because of so much fat, its texture is thick like toothpaste. This is necessary because blue whale babies grow very fast and they need a lot of energy. That is why their milk is so rich and thick. One reason for it being thick is also so that it does not get diluted in water. Number 13. Normal Coca-Cola and Diet Coca-Cola are two different drinks, and most people think that there is no special difference between the two, but that is not the case. If you put a Diet Coca-Cola in water, it will float on top like this, but a normal Coca-Cola will sink inside the water. Obviously, this happens because both cans are filled differently, or the simple answer is that the liquid in both has different densities. Number 12. We all must have heard many times that humans have reached millions of kilometers away in space. We have even landed on the moon. But the shocking reality is that the Earth we live on, we still do not have full information about its oceans. About 71% of our Earth is surrounded by water. But till date, we have been able to properly map only 28.7% of the ocean floor with modern technology. Meaning about 71% of the land inside the sea is not even mapped in detail, even today. And that is the most shocking thing because how many underwater mountains, volcanoes, strange creatures, and hidden ecosystems are present there, we have absolutely no idea. Number 11. Do you know that if a fire breaks out somewhere in Los Angeles, firefighters don't come to extinguish it, but goats do? These goats are called fire grazers. And this really happens in Los Angeles. These goats eat the dry grass and bushes growing around the city. Dry grass is fuel for wildfires. Since the goats eat it, the chances of a fire starting become less. In this way, goats become a kind of firefighter. Number 10. You will become a math genius with an electric shock. It has been seen many times that when people get a very strong electric shock, they automatically become very smart in math. For some people, this remains permanent, and perhaps an electrician can give you a decent shock, but it's a joke, and for most people, it lasts for only 6 months. After that, they become normal. And now, if you are having math problems, don't go to give yourself an electric shock because this is a very rare phenomenon, and scientists don't know much about how and why it happens. Number 9. Did you know the human brain is like warm butter? Look, the structure and texture of the human brain is like warm butter. Meaning, it is not a hard thing but a rather soft thing. Now just think about brain surgery. When surgeons perform surgery on the brain, they do it with such accuracy that the chances of making a mistake are very low. Number 8. If you are in a forest and you suddenly get a cucumber-like smell, then be careful because according to some people and wildlife experts, this is a sign of a rattlesnake being nearby. Rattlesnakes are poisonous snakes that are found in North America. Although it is not necessary that this smell comes from every rattlesnake, many people have experienced this. Number 7. The fruit that we know today by the name of kiwi was not named kiwi from the beginning. Actually, this fruit was earlier called Chinese gooseberry because its origin was considered to be from China. Later, when New Zealand started exporting this fruit, marketers changed the name and kept it kiwi. The kiwi is a famous flightless bird of New Zealand. The outer shape and color of the fruit seemed somewhat similar to this bird, hence its name was also kept kiwi. Number 6. Today, pizza is one of the most popular junk foods in the world. But it became this popular because of a disease. In the 1800s, a cholera epidemic had spread in the city of Naples, Italy. During that time, people wanted food that was cheap, quick to make, and safer. Look, because of being cooked at a high temperature, pizza became a practical option and it became popular in every household. Number 5. There is a San Antonio zoo where you can name a cockroach after your ex, and after that, the same cockroach will be fed to some animal. It is an offer that comes especially on Valentine's Day. And not just cockroaches, along with them, you can also name rats and veggies after your ex. They will put a tag of the name you gave on those insects and animals, and then feed them to an animal. This is solid revenge. Number 4. This building was first demolished, and then it had to be rebuilt brick by brick exactly the same. There was a pub in London that was about to get recognition as a historic site because it had been running popularly for a long time. And after that, it became quite popular. Although it was popular still, it would have become a global tourist spot. But a few days before getting the recognition, this pub was illegally completely demolished, after which its owner had to build the entire pub from scratch. Because of this, it became new, and it did not get the recognition of a historic site because, obviously, even after making it exactly the same, it was not the old pub. Number 3. A woman gave her earnings of $2.8 million to her pets instead of her children. This woman said that her children never come to visit her even once, and she feels very lonely. And now, if her children do not want to meet her, then her children have no right to her fortune. And she said that her pets were always with her, so she gave all her property in their names. And if you want to deal with any of her property, you will have to deal with her pets. Number 2. If you are going from your car to the airport, and you reach the airport safely, you have covered the riskiest part of your journey because compared to a car, airplanes are much safer, and in reality, crashes are very few. And that is why going from home to the airport in a car is riskier than traveling by sitting in an airplane. Number 1. Will you believe that water is not wet at all? Sounds weird, but according to science, this is correct. Look, when water falls on your hand becomes wet, not the water. Water itself is a liquid, so it makes other things wet. This is why scientists say that water definitely feels wet, but technically water itself is not wet.